Hey folks, and welcome to DevTrends. Today we're gonna talk about how to use ECMAScript modules today, upcoming release of React 16.3, and how to learn JavaScript basics in just 14 minutes. Node.js ECMAScript module support progress is moving really hard. Modules should have arrived in April this year with the release of Node 10, but got postponed again. Technical committee decided to push it back for another 9 months or probably more. And this is because there is no still final vision on how ECMAScript modules will look on the server environment, and specification is still in development. And modules have some fundamental differences to CommonJS, and that should be taken into account as well. But good news is that we can use S modules in Node.js today without experimental flags and with just one dependency. And this is not about Babel, where we have to build our scripts every time we run them. The library is called Esm, and it is small there dependency ES module loader for Node 6+. It is created by Ben Newman and John David Dalton, who brought us Lodash, and ESM used internally in Lodash, and Lodash is most popular and downloaded NPM package out there, and it speaks for itself. So ESM has recently hit its stable release, and this is alone a good reason to check it. Let's switch to code then. So this is ESM repository. Let's try this in code. Let's switch to terminal. There is empty directory already. So let's create new ESM project with ECMAScript modules. For that we just use npm's script npx and install create ESM. So not install, but just call it with npx. It will bootstrap our new ECMAScript modules project. These steps are pretty similar to npm init, so package name, version, description, some basics. Yeah, this is okay. And let's see how the structure looks in the code. So we can see there are our node modules, package.json, and there are two files, index.js and main.js. Index.js is auto-generated file for ECMAScript modules by ESM module, which requires main.js, which is an entry point for our application. And here we can run native import-export definitions and create our application structure based on ECMAScript modules. But this is not all, because ECMAScript, this package, I mean ESM, supports different options. There are configuration object, and there are some handy options. Let's create a new file for our configuration and call it esmrc. Yeah, use. And one of the handy option is possibility to run top level await without wrapping it in async function. So let's add this await true here, and let's check how it works. And let's as well install fetch module. Is a more fetch here. So we'll test top level await in the wild. So let's write import definition fetch from isomorphic fetch, and let's, for example, use top level await with fetching some some random database API. Let it be Star Wars API. It has plenty of options as well. Let's get Luke Skywalker here. Const response. Let's format it to JSON. Await rest to JSON, and let's just log out what we got. So in order to run your node application with Esm model, we write node with Esm runtime and just point to our index.js script here. Let's check it. So you can see we got our Luke Skywalker JSON object from our remote API database, and it means that our ECMAScript modules and our top level await is working. So worth noting that John David Dalton is a member of Node Models working group, so we can be sure that he'll keep the library as close to the specification as possible until it's ready. So React is kinda unstoppable right now. Recently Dan Abramov gave hot talk about new major features coming in further versions of React called time splicing and suspense. And now the React team announced they will deprecate such lifecycle methods as component will mount, component will receive props, and component will update, adding unsafe prefix to them. This is because these methods, as team says, are often misused and just don't fit well into new asynchronous rendered logic. But if you even rely heavily on all these methods in your code, don't worry, as React now follows strict semantic versioning. And this means these methods won't be removed till version 17. But even after, you will still be able to utilize them, but with special unsafe prefix, like here you can see. And there are also a lot of new lifecycle methods available in React 16.3, so you can check plenty of the examples utilizing new logic in the article about new next release. There are a vast majority of resources aimed at learning JavaScript. We've got awesome books, tutorials, videos and presentations helping us master our JavaScript knowledge. But what if we just want to jump into JavaScript right away and don't want to read all these lengthy books and stuff? Yes, of course, in order to become a true JavaScript hero, you have to learn all the depths of it. But if you want to get just some basic understanding of what it is, there is a good guide created by Jeremy Thomas called JavaScript in 14 minutes. So Jeremy Thomas is author of Web Design in 4 minutes. And this is awesome guide which brings you towards better understanding of design principles is in just few simple steps. And now he released his another guide called JavaScript in 14 minutes, which does a great job with introducing you basic concepts of the language. Worth noting that these steps are also interactive and give you deeper understanding how things works under the hood. For example, let's start. Let's open our console. So you can see there is first step to output this text in the alert. Let's open our DevTools. Here, yeah, hello world, and next. So now the guide explains what we've done. And as you go through the topics, a small pop-up in the right bottom appears that combines all the informations you got into some basic JavaScript concepts. Let's switch to some other steps. Yeah, okay, numbers and windows and objects, and you can see there is pop-up with basic JavaScript concepts or types. So that's a really great tutorial to, for example, share with your friend wanting to get into JavaScript as fast as possible and yet without missing some important details. So check it out. So that's all for today, folks. All the links are in the description below. Thank you for watching and stay trendy.